pristine institution. Distinguished members of Macoy, staff and non-teaching staff, the police commander, whose presence here has secured this environment for us, other dignitaries that I'm unable to identify, but two of them. One is Macoy, who was with me at the then University of Casper. The University of Casper is the only university within the university. And we are, if you are a custodian, we are two gentlemen. I also see my elder brother, Anakletus, who is hiding at my back, also teaching at Queen of Peace. Because of their presence here, I am more secure to say whatever I want to say. So when you see me going overdrive, I am qualified by the fact that my colleagues from the University of Casper are here and we are two gentlemen. On a more serious note, let me celebrate this moment with you. That I was here, I think 4 or 5 years ago, and today the environment has changed. It has changed significantly in terms of infrastructure and also the people or the students that I see here. You deserve commendations. Because Moses is here, last year I was here battling, my team was here battling at the Macoy Stadium, and Moses' team won. We didn't win. This time Moses, we also won. And I hope that you will support us to grow. The theme for today is beyond the classroom, celebrating talent, unity, and excellence. So I was wondering what you want me to come and say today. Beyond the classroom, celebrating talent, unity, and excellence. Then I realized that I left the classroom several years ago. And so you want to share or tap in what I'm doing beyond the classroom. Therefore, I am confident and competent to discuss this matter with you. But it is not because I have left school. Whilst we are students, the classroom is only the beginning of life. And this is what I used to tell my colleagues when I was a student at Laura Secondary School. That 80% of what I become depends on my effort. 20% depends on what my teacher will teach me. So I did not see how I will fail. But somehow those who went to Laura Secondary School with me realized that I was not a serious student at all. I wasn't. Michael. I wasn't. Because when it is classes hours, because I did not have sufficient food to eat, you see me under Tamadara, looking for something to eat. If I was not there, I was doing extracurricular activities. I'll be playing football that I was not good at. I'll be playing hockey because I was looking for the next person who didn't like me to work your legs. I was playing volleyball, I was doing something. And where I was not selected to participate, I became the Jama leader. So all the time I had to get myself involved. So either by participation or by association, when the football team is traveling, I have to be there because I'm your Jama leader. When they are playing basketball, that one, I am your captain, I have to be there. If they are even going for a debate and I don't know how to debate, I'll still be there because I'll be the cheerleader. So somehow I found myself participating in almost every activity. Majority of my colleagues didn't know that beyond this was the fact that I came from a poor home and I knew the only way to survive was to pass in my classroom. So when everybody was asleep, I was awake. So I was studying from 12 o'clock to 4 a.m. When the sportsmen are going to train, then you see me go and train. When we come back, I will go and sleep till it is around 11. So you would think that I didn't know my left from my right. But in actual fact, I knew what I was doing. So I engaged in other activities, and yet I concentrated on the purpose for which I was in the school. And today, I also count myself among the lucky ones from school. The second thing that I want to share is that once we went to the university, and Anacletus and Michael Kang were already teachers, because they went to the then training colleges. So they came in as teachers earning salary. So at the end of every month, they had some income in their pockets. Me, I went straight to sixth form then. And from sixth form, I went to the university. So we were in the school, but we were not equal. They were surviving on government fee. They were earning income. Their life was completely different from those of us who did not have money. So we decided to devise a means. Some of them I will not share publicly because we did identify people that could food sellers, and we became friends with them. Boys, we became friends with them. So in the morning whilst everybody was struggling to get food, because we were too friendly with some of the people who were the food vendors, when they come, they bring food to your room. Lunch, you had food to eat. Evening, you had food to eat. Somehow, food was the essential thing for you as a student, and we survived. But beyond that, and beyond the classroom, was to identify a trade. And so whilst I was in the university, I learned how to rear animals. How many of you would do pigs as students? Dagadi, yakungol pergoli, bido bare. We are too decent to rear pigs, or we are too decent to rear pigs. How many of us will rear goats? Let me say pigs are dirty. Okay, good self. The male ones will be smelling. We don't want that to happen. How many of us will sell coconut? We are talking beyond the classroom, right? So beyond the classroom, how many of us will sell coconuts? Okay, so let's do a little mathematics here. How much is a knot of coconut as you can envisage? 10 cedis, 7 cedis. Okay. How many people drink coconut on this campus? Principal. Everybody will drink, but those who will have to buy, let me assume that 30% of us will be able to buy. What is the school population? 900, so we are talking about 200 plus people who buy coconut a day. And one is 7 cedis. When you go to buy it, you buy it at 3 cedis. Transportation and everything will bring it to 5 cedis. And you are selling it at 7 cedis. So it means after every expense is deducted, you have 2 cedis profit. Let's assume that you are selling 100 pieces a day. How much will that amount to? So 200 times how many days a week? Right? Then you multiply it by 4 weeks to make a month. How much will you earn? That is beyond the classroom. But it is a so that you are not the one going to actually be the one to be standing there and selling. So your capital may just bring somebody from town, they stand at the gate, you pay them after you have made your profit. Now I was talking about goods. Whilst I was a student at the university, I was wearing goods. And I had somebody to take care of. So I started with 2 goods. 2 female and 1 male. By the time we go to pay the next school fees, I had almost 4 goods that I had to sell. So when the teachers go there and they are sitting and having a bottle of beer, I too can go out there and also have a bottle of beer. Because I will sell my goods. Beyond the goods, I was doing pig farming. And when you buy 1 pig, and our local pigs, so when I have 1, by the next 6 months, I'm thinking about 12 or more. So by the close of the year, you multiply that. So I'll be able to sell a number of pigs to be able to support and augment the little that my parents will give me. That is beyond the classroom. Because I needed to survive as a poor boy in school. Now, also beyond the classroom in today's world, and because I'm coming to speak to you, is sports. Mr. Chairman, who is the president of Argentina? The chairman is busy writing, so I'll go to the vice. Doctor, who is the president of Portugal? The student, the president of Portugal. Clap for him. According to him, the president of Portugal is C. Ronaldo. So who will be the president of Argentina? So who is the president of Spain? Clap for yourself. Mr. Chairman, what I'm trying to drive home at is now that we are talking about C. Ronaldo, we are talking about Messi, Lamine Yamal, not because of their academic achievements, not because of their political height, not because of their exceptional business acumen, but simply because they have excelled in what? Sports. And I can tell you without doubt that when we came here to play ball, I realized that the students of Macoy, some of them are better than Messi and Lamine Yamal. Unfortunately, they are too busy concentrating on books to the neglect of developing the other gifted talents that they have. Education is good, but for the bulk of us, if we are depending on education to become rich or wealthy, trust me, it's not true. Education will give you knowledge. It will empower you. But little will that lead you to becoming rich. Otherwise, our vice principal will be the richest. My doctor, Lord. But it opens doors, right? So we are talking beyond the classroom. What is your talent? If your talent is in sports, You do part education and do sports. There's no magic in becoming a successful sportsman. You have to keep training. Recently, I was watching the World Cup, and I saw this guy from Jamaica. What's his name? Oh, even principal knew that. Usain Bolt. He was there, and you could see that the cameras and everybody was towards him. Why? Because just at one point in his life, he became the fastest man on earth, they claim. Take note. Because his record is 9.58. But in 1989, in Santana, I ran 9.20. I was not the village champion. But he ran 9.58, and he's a world champion. At the time he was world champion, I was a student in Germany. And that was when he set the record. So in the last when they said he had set the record, and they said it was 9.8. And 9.58. I exclaimed, and everybody said, well, I said, no, this one is a cheat. My record in Santana is 9.20. And nobody knows Santana. But I'm just saying this for you to understand that through athleticism, through sports of various fields, we can also achieve more than we can achieve in the classroom. So how many of you who have decided not to become big farmers, good farmers, and will not sell coconut, will take your sports as an important aspect of life? Recently, I took our volleyball team to Egypt, the female volleyball team. Then a setter from El Ali, she was a medical doctor. While she would go to hospital to go and attend to patients, she was playing volleyball and earning more income than she was earning from her field as a medical practitioner. I'm sure in football there was one from South Africa, Dr. Kumolu, who was a medical doctor and was also a national team player. So, being a good student does not mean that you should exclude yourself from other things that can empower you. So that if the classroom is failing you, your other gifted talents can move you forward. That is why I think that your celebration is more important today. That you are already thinking that beyond the classroom, talent, unity, and excellence can be accomplished. Whoever chose that, I think that the school deserves to give the person an award for the thing that you have selected for your excellency. Now, let me come to unity. What do we need unity for? Sometimes a good fight is also good. Disagreement is essential to build us up. So it's not all the time that for me, I think we should be united or something. Because sometimes when we disagree strongly, options are put across, then we can settle on which one is best. But all of us come here and then the vice principal is insisting that we should all go and play volleyball. It is only athletes that understand volleyball. We don't understand. So why must we all go to volleyball because the vice principal says so? So we can disagree. But in that disagreement, we are aiming that at the end of the day, we should settle on something that will become beneficial to all of us. I've seen in many places where the kind of unity they have is actually destructive. Because if you go to some communities, they are united no matter how foolish the issue is. So you will see that somebody will be passing and they say the person is overspeeding, and they are united to go and beat the person without any regard. That kind of unity is not what we want from you. We are looking at unity that will lead us to progress. We are looking at unity that will bring us equanimity of mind. We are looking at unity that will take us from our lower position to a higher position. And so it's important to be celebrating unity beyond the classroom. As for excellence, I don't need to tell you. Beyond the classroom, in every field that you find yourself, you must exceed. Whilst we at the University of Cape, for which reason we even went on protestation, was that they brought a grading system that says that if you get 80%, you get an A. And I can tell you that the anota was not easy. I cannot sing some of the songs we sang against our vice chancellor. And our vice chancellor, unfortunately, had a big head. And so we sang a lion has a big head. We did all manner of things. Mike, you were part of it. We sang all those songs because of 80%. They didn't say they would not give you 80%. They said your pass to get an A was 80%. But when I went to Germany, 80% was not even a starting, because when you got 80%, you were getting B minus. So I realized we were foolish in demonstrating against 80%, but we did. But you need to celebrate. In the classroom, 80% is the top grade you can get. Outside the classroom, 100% you have not started. Vice principal will tell you this. In everything that he does, if you go to the office administratively, there is a T that he has not crossed that can actually cost him. He can land him in jail. So you don't make mistakes when you are working, particularly when you are working for somebody. Moses Mbembe. He's also managing a football team. And he knows that if he makes mistakes, the queries that will come his way, they are beyond just achieving 80% as a pass mark or a grade. So whilst we are here, we should be aiming that everything you do, if it cannot get to perfect, it should be near perfect. In whatever you do. And so for me, it is critical that we will be celebrating our parents, we will celebrate
Let's do better. Such a powerful message. It's not money here, not money. Our very own artist. Why? Not money. Where is he? Influence here. Friday. So you tell us why you qualify to be the next queen or king. Because directly and indirectly you are representing the college.
Seriously.
So you would have to make us proud. And so our first miss, who has the honor? Tell us.
Take your time.
I know for sure that everyone has a talent and there is a place for showing that, and I believe this is where I can show my talent. And if I'm crowned the next queen of this college, I know with some experiences in life I can impact people through some mediums, like maybe training people in some way.
My reason for contesting for this pageantry is that, and I think as my sister said, we all have a talent and where to develop it. And I do state that this is where I can develop my talent, which is modeling and then showcasing my culture to other people to do. So that is why I'm contesting.
My name is Susanna, a member of Bemelin. And the reason why I'm contesting for this pageantry is that I am very hardworking and motivated. So I want to set as a role model to us all. Thank you.
Also, I believe that leading or leadership is not about, on the case of King and Queen of Macoy, it's not about beauty or handsomeness, but it's about service, humility, and also pride. Thank you.
My name is Babel Madonna. I'm contesting for this year Miss Macoy because I have the confidence and the passion to do it, and it's my talent to do.
This is to tell you that the second coming of Christ is going to be on our way. So be prepared.
Begging for permission, and as the chair of this occasion, with the power invested in me, I grant him that permission. So let's give him
Thank
a
you.
round of applause.
Thank you.
Yes, let me add that as his lady, he has donated $2,000.
Yeah, we come.